I have to actually. I'm going to have to restart the computer. It's being really dog slow. Well, here we are. And we're live. Rafters. I'm Big D.
I'm Lady Dragon.
We are the
For
game.
once I'm here. Look, I'm not dead. Look at my shirt. Apparently came on tight.
That could be problematic.
Well, at least it's not one of my shirts that I flash everybody with.
Demonetized.
With what I've done in the past? Yes. And the phalanx has entered the high orbit.
Well, hello, Condor. Did you vote?
Oh, hell, we are not doing that shit.
Yes,
tonight.
we are.
No,
Every
we are not.
single American that comes in, did you vote? Blue hair, huh?
Yeah, she reminds me of a character called Blue.
All right, then. Well, welcome to the first... Oh, you mailed your ballot weeks ago. Oh, well, so you're not getting counted. It's Wisconsin.
Well,
So, welcome to the first No Bolter November for 2020.
I'm pretty sure there's only one No Bolter November in 2020. Hi, Tina!
Good to see you, Tina. Good to see you, Phoenix. So, let's just start off with what's on the bench.
Really, you're going to ask me that?
Yep, you're first.
I'm painting a snake lady.
My lovely wife is painting the Daughters of Cain team for Underworlds. Yay, we can both play Snake Ladies.
Snake ladies are good. But, so I had to take a break from my commission painting because
They're having communications.
well, apparently somebody forgot that I'm working in acrylic, not watercolor. And acrylics are not really well known for being able to do soft pastel colors.
That's not what acrylics do.
And it's an Art Nouveau piece, and they want them in soft colors. And I'm not working with those colors, unfortunately. So I'm getting a little frustrated. So I needed to take a palette cleanser, as we call these. Try not to go overboard with my paint job because it's not a competition piece.
Something so you can have a nice looking figure for playing a board game.
Basically. And she reminds me of a character from an old video game called Breath of Fire, who was a Naga lady like this, and her name was Blue.
Well, that's excellent.
So that's why the hair is being painted blue. And yeah, it's
Come here. You, come here. Come here.
It's excellent. I think it's nice.
should I make her tail the same color?
So that's actually good because you haven't been working on figures for a while. So this is a nice palette cleanser for you to.
Yes. I just, because I've been between work, so you know, I've been promoted temporarily to the temporary manager of the department that I work in. And it has been an interesting experience.
Very cool.
And I really should be working on that because I told her I'd be done by the 20th, or the 5th, but
I mean, you need her approval on that color before you go any further with it. Whatever. All right. So let's see. What does Big D have on the bench?
What I think the appropriate question for that situation is, what doesn't Big D have?
I have a lot of things not on my bench.
You don't have wolves on your bench.
No, I do not. I have 2 Marines on my bench still, but one is for a project, specifically a paint contest, and one is for a gift exchange. So.
Oh, the gift exchange on Reddit that you're part of.
Yeah. But they're almost done and they're kind of there. In the meantime, I'm painting up Hrothgorn's Man-Trappers. I've finished Hrothgorn himself. Oh, camera. I'm so used to the camera being someplace else. So I finished Hrothgorn himself. And I finished his Saber Cat. And I finished his Trap. And I'm about a third of the way through on the 3 Noblars in his group. But I needed to do some building. So I started working on the Beastmen team that's in Beastgrave. I forget their name. But I've got them built and Zenithald up. So they're all ready to go. And since I couldn't actually paint during the day-to-day because at work, but I could just sit and busy with my hands while I was talking on the phone during a couple conference calls, I started building. So my Ogres are built and primed and Zenithal, and all that happiness. So I've got 2 lead belchers and 6 Ogre gluttons that are built and primed. And now I've started the build on my lovely Hedonites of Slaanesh. So I've got the Enchantress built. This is a really cool figure. And I've got 1 squad of Daemonettes built. So starting to build them up.
Corn is better.
Here's the thing. No. You can like corn. And I'm glad that you finally have a little chaos in your life, because you're really starting to worry me there that you're just a little too straight-laced there, Commodore. Everybody needs a little chaos in their life. So I have my Nurgle for 40K, and now I'm working on my Slaanesh for Age of Sigmar. 2 full sets from the box set Wrath and Rapture. Some call it maze. Now here's the thing. If you were in a corn maze, do you really think they missed out by not calling it a maze? Just saying.
Never mind, I'm just going to sit over here now. I don't need an explanation from you educated types. I'm just going to keep painting blue scales.
All right, then. Or a corn. Yeah, but see, the thing is, it doesn't work in reverse. That's the problem. But good effort on you there, Ben. Good effort. Nice try. Good try. So, that's what's on the bench. Non-bolter stuff. Yeah. Hey there, a beautiful person yourself.
I need that.
The lovely Mr. Mythos.
I'm painting a snake.
She's playing the snake girl. Making the hair. She's making the carpet match the drapes.
You know, Blue was actually had a green tail.
We're actually really looking forward to this weekend, as there is a starter box coming out. So I mean, let's just get right into what's going on in Warhammer. 40K.
Crazy shit.
40K on pre-order right now is and should be coming out this weekend. It's very blue. Snake. So we've got the Space Wolves box, the Death Watch.
Has a really nice ass is getting blue hair as well.
The Death Watch. You should just make them all match. Have blue as a primary color between them all.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it is a really pretty blue. That's why I like that blue as much.
God damn, she's got a really nice ass.
Well, there you go.
Jeez, this is the reason I'm gonna end up playing these girls is they have nice butts and a lot of freaking hair.
Again, something else she really likes.
Nice butts and lots of hair.
Yeah.
They're also dynamic as all get.
They're great. That's a great. The Daughters of Cain. You know what? We'll come back to 40K, the little bit we're talking about. But we're going to talk about Age of Sigmar. No, let's get the 40K out of the way since I started on it. So the Wolf book is coming out this weekend. The Death Watch book is coming out this weekend. The box, for both those factions are coming out, as is the data cards for both. There's a few other figures and whatnot coming out. And then there'll be other stuff coming down the line, which is all good. 40K is in its 9th edition. Let's get the ball rolling and start getting stuff released out there mode, which is great. Ragnar, even though he just released this past week, is already... No, he's not even released. He's on pre-order right now. He's already sold out.
Good. She will be distracted and easy to beat. Who? Me?
Yes.
Why will I be easily distracted and beaten?
Because he'll be looking at the butts and hair. He's not wrong.
Just go. Continue with your speech.
But Age of Sigmar is beginning its new big storyline.
Somebody's pulling a Tyrande!
At least in this first section, where Marathi,
Tyrande, from this point out,
has decided that she is done waiting and wants her godhood now. So she is taking the war up a notch.
You know, actually, I take it back. It's not a Tyrande. It's what's-his-face, the guy who used to be in charge of the Blood Elves.
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. No, it's Shattered Face. Yay!
So it's the Shadow War, I guess is the name of the whole overarching storyline. And we're going to start seeing, they did a thing on Warhammer Community where they were talking about there's going to be changes to all the armies. It's basically like a Psychic Awakening, but for Age of Sigmar. So things are going to be changed. There's going to be new battalion layouts, and every army is going to get like new things about them. And the first one is based on Marathi. And Marathi is getting a box set with the Daughters of Cain. So it's going to be the Daughters of Cain versus the Hedonites of Slanesh. Both armies are getting a unique figure. The Daughters of Cain are getting a snake person, a snake girl, but she's got like this really cool armor plating and an armored mask. And Ben, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Because, I mean, this Sigmar 2.0 is currently in place right now. I mean, if anybody who bought in to box set once they released the Undead and
With the OCR Bone Reapers and...
No, the one that we got. Throne of Bones or whatever it's called. It's the Sigmarites versus the Forces of Death. That's actually AOS 2.0. AOS 1.0 is that one where it was Chaos versus Sigmarines.
Yeah, and then I still want the Mortars. I want them all.
Well, I mean, that's the whole thing. For them, it's going to just be an ongoing slight change to the storyline, a new story arc. I don't think they're going to be revamping. I think they're just going to be doing small changes here and there. Although I would not be surprised to see them change the board size and do the whole board size change thing that they did with Ninth. Although I wouldn't expect them to do it this soon. I mean, I figure probably next summer. By next summer, we'll actually see something like that. But that's complete and total rambling. But I would point out, Marathi is coming out at the exact same time that Blood of the Phoenix came out last year. So maybe. But unless we're going to have another plague starting next year, I think we'll be okay to play.
Okay, and you just jinxed us. Next year, the return of the Spanish flu. Fuck you, Adrian!
Spanish flu 2, electric boogaloo. No, stop.
Well, we got COVID under control, but then the Spanish flu came back, and I think we heard something about some guy in Wisconsin's response.
Nobody expect the Spanish reinfection. So...
My husband is an idiot. I apologize for him, folks.
My wife, everybody. Just take her.
You know, I'm pretty sure there are some people that would happily take me off your hands. I don't know who, but I'm sure there's somebody.
I'm sure there's some sheik somewhere I could get a pretty good price for you.
I doubt it. You'd probably get that price with him going, please take her ass back. No, seriously, I will pay you. Take her ass back.
So it's kind of like having my own version of Dot, huh?
Don't take her. Take her. I won't pretend this never happened.
So Blood Bowl 2.0 is also coming, or Blood Bowl 3.0 is coming out.
I liked that commercial. I thought it was cute. The funniest part was the fact that they had the actual they had the announcers from the
video game for it, which is really cool.
I thought it was really very
it was really cool.
Mostly because I enjoy listening to them. And
there we go. So it's Blood Bowl is kind of funny in that Blood Bowl is set in the old realm of Warhammer Fantasy. She doesn't have no hair.
No, but she's about to kick someone's fucking ass. Wow, she's coming around.
Language.
And this is why I haven't been on the show lately, because of that very reason.
So we're actually looking forward to that Shadow and Pain, I think, is the box is coming out, because she's actually really enjoying these sculpts on the Daughters of Cain, and part of her wants to turn them into Cornates, whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I think keeping them as
I almost painted them like candy corn colors.
Oh God, I would hate you so much.
I did it with him.
I know.
And look how awesome he looks.
That's a word for it.
He's awesome.
He's a cornflakes.
Candy corn colors. Somebody was handing out pretzels. He wasn't a fan. Where the hell did this guy come from? Oh, that's my new one that I never took pictures of and posted on Instagram.
Right, you was kind of on the tables. I put them in the box to keep them safe.
Oh, yeah, got all that.
Oh yeah,
Super
Instagram. Instagram. Oh yeah, Instagram. Don't.
Why not? You can wash it off.
Don't.
What do you guys think?
Shan.
It's no fun.
We have not had a lot of time together. It's been between my drive and her extra hours lately. We have just not had a lot of time together lately. It's been played a game of 40K this past weekend. 2,000 points.
One.
I did win. 2,000 points.
Sorry, I'm just checking to see if my commission person.
Of 2,000 points of Custodies versus 2,000 points of Mixed Demon Goodness with some Death Guard and holy crap, and Thousand Suns. It was just a bunch of everything, and God, that was a pain in the ass. What a crazy army, man! Nurglings are holy crap hard to kill, which was shocking. The amount of DACA I had to put into those Nurglings to get them off of my off the points. God, really low scoring game. Interesting. We kept knocking each other back and forth off of the points, so we were just not getting around to scoring. It was pretty crazy.
So, who would like to actually see this picture real quick before I turn around and start working on it again?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I don't know if anybody actually wants to see.
They always do. You know they do. So it's a little hard to see, but it's a woman sitting on a chaise lounge and doing it in an Art Nouveau style. It's interesting because normally Art Nouveau is done either with watercolors or in colored pencil, and she's doing it in acrylics. So she's going back and forth with the person that commissioned her about some of the colors, and it's starting to drive her nuts.
To the point that I'm willing to almost give up $190 for this damn thing.
Which you will not. We'll keep painting. The practice will do you good. See, people love it. People love it and love you. Quit being a butt. 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 She hits me all the time. What's the worst that's going to happen? She's going to fling a brush at me. The gauntlet!
What did you do?
What did who do?
A tiger just came flying up the back staircase.
All right. So yeah, I mean, this shadow. I was looking at the article on Shadow War going on. K-Knights, I guess, are getting a new faction within them, which I guess where the shadow things are coming from. And that's going to tie back into the newest season of Underworlds, because the new Underworld starter is going to be again Daughters of Cain versus Slanesh. And they're the new Shadow Sisters, so they're all like shadowy and whatnot. I mean, they're all like purples and dark blues and pale and dark skin. To me, they look a lot like the old Dark Elves. Where was it?
On the floor.
Great. It looked a lot like the Dark Elves of the old Warhammer Fantasy. So that's going to be kind of interesting to see. And like I said, we were talking about Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl's the weird thing in the whole mix because I mean they got a new edition of Blood Bowl coming out and again some new stuff for it. But Blood Bowl is the one game that's still set in the old Warhammer Fantasy setting, which is why it's kind of silly. And that's okay. I got a friend that is putting together a league. There's going to be 8 teams. We're just going to have 8 teams to just play just a small league. It should be fun.
Before anybody asks to know, I'm not playing.
I used to love Blood Bowl back in the day, so getting a chance to play it again, and it'll be like a weekly thing for like a month or 2 months.
Great.
I'll make sure I do it on the days you're at work. Not like you're not at home every weekend. And I'm going to be playing Orcs. So
not the Orkland Raiders, just to let y'all know.
Actually,
are you going to play the Orkland Raiders?
I was actually thinking about doing mine as a riff on the Orkland Raiders. So I just have to do them in black and silver.
If you're going to make fun of the Orkland Raiders, why aren't you painting them in reds and golds?
Because I do the 49ers. Also known as the Gouged Eye. Which is an actual team
why
also.
Why don't you do the Packers?
No, not as Arcs.
What would they be?
Given that they're a massive passing assault team, I'd probably play them as either Elves or Empire.
Okay, I'm not even going to ask. Just okay.
Oh, so there's that coming on. I think when I paint, when I get my Orc team and paint that, I'll actually probably do like hobby nights and painting them on camera.
Those will probably be nights that I'm not here.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate problem with that.
Nights that I'm laying in bed agonizing.
Probably.
This is how you can tell I haven't worked. I'm not in agony. Yeah.
As the winter comes on, there'll be a lot more hobby nights. As you guys seem to remember from last year, as you know.
Probably not.
Wow. You're just in a mean mood.
Would you believe it's because I'm just overly frustrated about this bloody picture?
Yeah, I know. I know. You're frustrated. You're frustrated. I get it. This lovely commission is making you angry. I think it's lovely because it'll give you a chance to work with colors and palettes you're not used to working with.
Oh, yeah.
And working under the constraints of somebody else's vision, which I think is actually not a bad thing for you to get used to as well.
Are you mocking?
No.
Are you saying that I have a problem following directions?
Well, I'm not saying you have a problem following direction.
But
so one of the big things I've been noticing about Age of Sigmar, it's funny when I play 40K, it really is all about, I want the army, and when I build that army, I want to make sure I have like the best units, and I have it broke down to, I need units to do this, I need units to do this, I want to make sure I cover this, or I'm going to play this army in this manner, so I got to have these units and this units and move these points and blah, blah. And I'm very meticulous.
all right, I'd like to point out, folks, that he's like this regardless of what he's playing.
But I'm not. That's the funny thing. You are incorrect.
I don't know. It's what it seems like to me. Whenever I live with you and I can listen to you going, well, if I do this.
Yeah, but I'm not like that with Age of Sigmar. That's the funny thing. For Age of Sigmar, it's like, these look cool, I want these. These look cool, I want these.
Oh, wait, I can't have these. Wait, so if I want to play this kind of game, then I have to have this kind of army.
The life of commissions. You need practice working with someone else's tastes and visions while staying true to your art. You can do it.
Who said that?
Mythos, a commission painter in the channel. Yeah, and that's exactly it.
Trying to keep it within my art style and keep them happy has been my Achilles heel in here.
Yeah, because nothing makes her happy. Wait, no, that's not what I'm...
my art. Well, Mythos, you love one of my pieces.
No.
I will eventually be coloring in, by the way, sir. And I just haven't decided if I'm going to color it or paint it on the computer.
Yeah, that's always the challenge. So, yeah, he gets it. That's response to what you were saying. So, I'm finding that with Age of Sigmar, it's kind of like, I just like a smattering. Like I'm looking at these different units for playing Underworlds, and I want all the armies. I don't care. I just want to be able to play them because they look fun.
It really does. It's actually kind of funny.
It's like I built the Hrothgar's guys. Paler, what's up, my buddy? What is up? So yeah, it's like one of those. I like him because he's got a big dude and he's got a lot of little dudes. He looks like fun. I like these beast dudes. I actually got the Night Vault box as well. Somebody building both armies out of there and painting them up.
I thought I got the...
You want the Stormcast out of there?
This time.
If you want the Stormcast out of me, you can have the Stormcast. That's fine. I don't care.
I already painted your Stormcast. Goddamn Stormcast.
Well, I figured you'd have to paint these guys up first.
Good point.
I'm not getting to him anytime soon, so it don't matter.
Actually, what I was thinking about doing fairly certain recent coming up, just, again, with the palette cleanser, because it's a small team to be able to put together, as I was actually thinking about finally putting together my Corvus Cabal.
Yeah, that's another thing. Warcry. The brand new box set for Warcry just came out.
Yes,
now here's the thing. I originally, from what I was seeing by the reviews, I was like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's worth that much money. It's like it's $210. And then I actually got a better look at what's in the box. It's not just a folder like a lot of people thought. It's not just a little thing. There's actually there's a basic rulebook in there and a full Underworld's rulebook. It's a full-size rulebook in there. So
I'm not wearing jeans this time. Please don't attack my legs.
So, that in and of itself, that's pretty cool. So 2 full rulebooks. Okay, so that makes me back down the price a little bit. I don't really need another Warcry rulebook, but I had my Deathwing as a palette cleanser. Very happy with that. It's very cool. It did turn out very well. It's cool. But there's, like I was saying, for Warcry, there's 2 full other warbands in there. Scions of the Flame.
Yes.
And who you really seem to be into.
Yeah, burn it all, bitch.
And I don't remember what the other army in there. Ben might be able to tell me because I know Ben picked one up. What's the other army in there? There's a Scions of the Flame. And there's somebody else in that box. Or anything else. Tina could tell me too.
They do live in the same house.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a bunch. There's not a bunch of new terrain. There's like a new bell tower and a couple pieces, but there's all the bridges.
It's
the Daughters of Cain warband that's in there.
God damn it! I have to pick one.
Heidi ho, Mr. Buffa.
Hi, Heinrich.
Buffa.
I thought he was Mojo Jojo.
Mojo. So yeah, that actually, it looks pretty cool. With the other purchases we have on the horizon, I don't know when we'll be able to pick it up.
Yeah, that's right. We got a lot of stuff on the horizon.
We don't have a lot on the horizon, but we have a couple things on the horizon. We have.
We're trying to say.
I know that. Well, that's part of it too. But we want to get that Daughters of Cain box, and Christmas is coming, so the Christmas boxes will be here soon.
Which I will not be participating in.
Well, what do you mean you won't be partaking in?
I won't buy any, unless I'm buying one for you.
Well, we might be doing the whole what do you call it? The Secret Santa at the store. You want to do that again this year or no?
We do have our things already.
Huh?
I said we already have our
Yeah, I got to get my list. I don't know what happened to it. I used it for scratch paper, I think.
God bless him. Stop doing that.
You're setting it up this weekend. You're setting what up? The Underworlds? Or what is it called? Catacombs. Yeah. And, I love Warcry. I mean, I wish we played it more. We were really starting to get into it, and then... COVID. Oh.
Okay, just to let it be known, I may hate the color orange after this picture is done.
Yeah, Warcry. That might be... Oh, that's the whole thing. For those of you that don't know, we have a nice socially distanced club we can play at right now. So we've been playing games at this club on the weekends. So
it's been really interesting. You have to yell.
Getting some 500 point armies for Age of Sigmar to get people back into playing Age of Sigmar, which I want to do this weekend because I want to actually learn how to actually roll some dice and play Age of Sigmar. I haven't actually played it. I've just built and painted for it.
These actual Sigmar battle usable force yet, I don't believe.
I think you need to make some more dudes, some more battle line. You're close though.
I think the Night Haunt is my closest one.
Probably. We'd have to see. Do you work Saturday?
Thank the gods above.
No, all right. Well, if nothing else, you can bring a Warcry team because it looks like Tina's going to be bringing Warcry to play.
Well,
we know how much you love Warcry.
I like Warcry. I also really, really, really am probably not going to get this thing done by Friday.
All right. So you'll be painting. All right. I'll leave you be then. I'll run away. Run away!
Like a Drukari. No, we should totally sneak in.
Not like a Drukari.
Like a Cabal.
Like a Spawn. No!
Did that thing just pick up the objective and run away with it?
And Commodore's bringing cake on Saturday.
Why is there cake?
Do you need a reason for cake?
Kinda.
No! You do not need a reason for cake. You never need a reason for cake.
Okay.
But I will purposely not be bringing my 40K stuff so that his birthday is Saturday.
Happy birthday!
Commodore's finally going to be 25.
Seriously?
No, he's probably going to be turning 30. Well, he is the youngin' of our group. I think the only person younger than him is Jordan.
That's because Jordan's like 8.
And Dante. So let's see. Jack. That's true. Jack is younger than everybody because Jack's barely through puberty.
If he ever hears you say that.
I say it to him all the time. I call him his little baby face.
There are times I'm amazed you people, are still breathing. Ugh. Okay.
How about them peaches?
I don't know. What do you think so far?
I think it looks fine. I like the peaches. Johnny 40K. That's right. I forgot about Johnny 40K. He's the young one. So yeah. Warcry. I mean, we're going to focus on playing Warcry. I want to bring my 500 point Stormcast army and play some Age of Sigmar, and I want to get these guys finished up so that I can play some Underworlds this weekend. So I want to learn how to play Underworlds. I mean, I bought both Shadespire and Beastgrave.
I want to see if that kitty try not to fall.
Oh my God. Oh Lordy. This is my wife, everyone. We're going to get it on camera. This is how she dies. Is Underworld's Necromanda and Age of Sigmar? No. Underworld's is a board game, really. It's it's a miniature game, board game. Yeah, I know I am. I'm like, no. Here's the thing. To give you an idea here, Heinrich, just because you missed it earlier, this is my entire band for Underworlds. I've got an ogre, his pet cat, 3 little dudes, and a trap. And there's card playing involved. It's a board game. It's a board game with some card play, and different teams have different aspects to them. So you can name the Nightfall box. My goodness. So this is the mirror version of Night Vault. This was the last edition or last expansion. The base game comes with 2 war bands in it. In this case, it was a group of death and a group of Stormcast. Beastgrave came with a group of the tree nature elvy dudes. Actually, I think they're a bunch of fae. Versus Wild Hunt, but that's part of the tree forest dudes. And their opposition team is a bunch of beastmen. The new edition is going to be Slanesh versus Daughters of Cain. So it's pretty cool. I think the very first edition was just like Age of Sigmar, the original edition of Age of Sigmar. It's your Garrick's Reavers.
Yeah, I saw that because I've got. I was like, I don't even need to buy this because I've already got the guys.
But you got to get it because you need the cards.
Okay, fine.
Oh no, you have to buy 5 more guys that you would get to paint up or convert into custodies. Oh no!
Except for I still need more custodies.
Yes, and as soon as the printer's working, I'll print all the custodies bits you want.
And that will be
probably soon. So yeah, there's card collecting involved. It's a fun game. It's a game. I've heard it's fun. There's a lot of people in our group that are playing it. It's quick and fast to play, and it's an excuse to paint different miniatures. Yeah, it's kind of like a dungeon crawling game. It's basically it's a competitive head-to-head game where you're trying to score points and gather up treasure, I guess, and crawl around and do stuff. I'm still trying to get the hang of the rules. As you can see here, I have the quick play and the rules here. As I'm trying to get a grip on the rules completely. But I mean, the quick play guide is pretty easy. It's just like 3 or 4 pages. So,
back.
And you don't have to paint the figures. The teams are push fit, and each one is its own color. I think once we've got, then that's the thing. It comes with every time you buy a warband, it comes with a deck of cards that are specific to your team, and then a deck of universal cards. And this is where the collecting part comes in, because these can be just about anything. So we're going to be playing just the basic version where we don't use any of the extra cards. We're just playing the base army decks. And then eventually you can mix cards in and do that. I think once Lady D and I have the basic rules down, once we have the basic rules down and can play, we'll probably do a live stream of that. There's a couple of games we want to get some live streams going. Winter's going to be a good time for live streaming games and whatnot, because we're going to be doing some Necromanda once we get the rules under control for that. We're going to be doing, once the printer's back up and going, we're actually going to be getting a couple games going through the campaign setting for Hero Quest, which will be Flight of the Phoenix, Commodore, Lady D, and Plague Child playing the 4 heroes, and me as the dastardly dungeon master. we'll be doing that. We'll actually be live streaming some games of that, since it's such a fun and very fast game to play. Probably do 1 or 2 sessions at a time. Either live stream them or just, do battle report type games on them. But it's a fun game. So I actually like the idea of live streaming those games, just because I know those kind of games lend themselves to just having people. Yeah, Hero Quest. I love Hero Quest. I was really sad that I lost, because I had the entire set before and I lost it in the flood. And I just happened to get a nice set back. It's got the board and all the cards. It's just missing a lot of figures. But I still have a good number of the figures, and I'm a terrain guy. Building some doors and some furniture, not that big a deal for me. I've also got STLs for them, so if I don't feel like building them, I actually got STLs for them. I can just hook up the printer and let them go. Hi.
I'm just coming over and seeing what people are saying.
We're talking about that when I get that when we get the Hero Quest live stream going on. We'll be, you, Plague Child, Phoenix, and Commodore.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll be the GM. I'll be the evil GM and try and kill you guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you okay? All right. Oh, sorry if I'm kind of like wandering all over the place, guys. I promise I'm not going to go into it in length. I have a lot of anxiety over the election. So
I didn't want him to even mention it.
I didn't sleep very well last night, so I was kind of like, ugh. So I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep right now, and a whole lot of caffeine and sugar.
3 monsters,
2.
2.5 monsters, a soda. Have you had any water today?
I don't know.
No, for heaven's sakes. No biggie. So.
No, okay. Either one guy will win or the other guy will win. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it, Ben. That's pretty much exactly it.
And watch, out of left field, the Constitutionalist Party ends up being the winners. Just hey, Warhammer Underworld Online. That's a game.
Yeah, you can get that to play on the computer. But you're playing it online with other people. I imagine there's a play alone version. Gotta get a video card. Remember a video card in the cinema?
That's right.
Well, video cards aren't that expensive.
Oh yeah, video card.
I'm curious how much, since my buddy Heinrich just actually, apparently Underworld's online is a thing. How much did that cost you there, Mr. Botha? And I'll just have to go through the exchange rate to figure out what the cost is from the South African Krugerrand to American dollars.
What's it called?
Krugerrand.
Huh. That's interesting.
It was on sale last weekend.
Butter. Oh, that was cheap.
I may have to look that up.
But who is hitting my leg? Where did you go?
Because if it's that cheap, we may pick it up. Just so I can get some practice in, so when I actually play Ben, I can crush him.
Come here, come here, come here.
Because, I mean...
Come here, come here. All right. Here we go. I know you're not the one who hit my leg, but...
No, there's a cat nearby. Oh my god. What do you want? Malal? Oh, I just want the cuddles. I am just a helpless creature. Come here, helpless creature. Come here, helpless creature.
No, the animals in our household are completely and utterly unloved and neglected. We never pay any attention to them at all.
Helpless creature.
Oh, baby, come here. Come here, baby.
Why is she being so...
Because normally about this time, I'm already curled up in bed. If I'm home. And she's normally curled with me. Oh, there's what well, blah, blah.
Still $30. I don't know. That's not a bad price.
Are you seriously getting jealous because there's a dog on me?
Curious, how many warbands does it come with? I mean, I'm guessing.
It says that there's DLC with it, so I'm guessing that's probably for each of the expansion groups. Is probably one of the.
I can't imagine to be expensive to buy each of the different war bands. I can't imagine.
I want my pup to be a snuggle pup. Your pup is a snuggle pup. You're physically, you can't handle her being. It's $6.99 per DLC. So that would be one every paycheck. What
a lunatic of a dog.
Oh, she didn't like whatever I just did there.
She didn't like being squeezed across the chest.
What? I have other things I have to do.
But mommy.
Please don't try and eat my paint.
I'm just gonna lay down in your lap, mommy.
I'm not mommy. We've had this
No,
discussion.
you're mommy. Let's be honest here. Is that direction not working for you? Come on. There you go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of your crap right there.
Shit. Yeah, but I mean, it's the thing about the Underworld, the whole Underworlds thing. I mean, it's a cheap warband.
Chosen Axes, Elves of... Oh! You mean the Eyes of Nine? Elves of Nine.
Yeah, Eyes of Nine. The Chosen Axes are the dwarves. The Eyes of Nine are the Tzeentch army. Thorns of the Briar Queen are that lovely undead army.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Skaven is. The orcs. There is an orc army that I know of. Actually, there's two separate orc armies, and then there's three separate Stormcast units you could do.
Assault Dwarves.
And,
Buy the DLC.
yeah, the dwarf army is pretty cool. That's the thing. If I didn't dig the ogres as much as I did, I would actually think about going back and getting the dwarves too. Nearly naked dwarves on fire that are using giant keys as axes. Kind of cool.
Oh, and they have Berserker. I just put my finger in that. Berserker Rage issues.
I just put my finger in that. Ew.
I don't have time to make my poor babies feel better right now.
What?
14 hours and counting. They've been on a project.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, if you get one of the warbands and you like playing it, you get a taste for what the army's like. And the warbands for Age of Sigmar, warbands for Underground or Underworlds, you can actually use as a specific unit in Age of Sigmar.
Yes.
What's really interesting is this guy, specifically in Age of Sigmar, these two are a single unit, and they are a command. They're an HQ choice. So
the Briar Queen's an HQ choice for the.
You have to take her as the HQ choice, and then you get her warband as a unit as well. So she's kind of interesting that way.
Yes, she is. Now I'm going back to.
So I mean, it like I said, it's a fun way to, if you don't want to get into a full-blown Age of Sigmar army, both Underworlds, because it's a challenging game and you can teach a friend to play, and then you both just play a warband. More, everybody pick up a game and play it together. Ben was really great last year. He put together a really great kill team tournament. Actually put together 2 kill team tournaments. Really. Again, I've said this before. I know.
Dante, though.
Everybody beats Dante.
Uh-huh.
I gotta give one of the really nice things I gotta say about Tina and Ben. What's really nice is that Ben's really good about getting our local community organized and to get fun things going, and Tina keeps everybody in line and brings either chili or baked goods. So
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never tried this woman's banana nut loaf, oh, you have not lived.
So, and it's just nice. It's nice having a community like the one we have here. And if you have a couple of players in your area, this is the kind of thing you get a couple people excited about. You buy a starter box, you tell a couple people, hey, buy one of these units. They're fairly cheap. And then you sit down and you play the game together. And then you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to build an army list. No, you sit down, you play a board game. And it's still Age of Sigmar. So I would say the same thing, honestly. We've been talking about wanting to get Blackstone Fortress.
Yes.
Because that's less of a competitive board game and more of a cooperative board game. And that's something that both she and I really enjoy playing our cooperative board games.
Yeah, I'm better at them than I am anything else, really.
Well, being honest, because you're a bit of a sore loser.
A bit. That was nice.
Well, I'm your husband. I'm supposed to be nice.
Not in this situation. I'm a freaking sore loser.
The nice thing about it is that she's not a poor winner. You know, when she wins, she's like, I got lucky. And then when she loses, I didn't get lucky.
I'm working on it, but I'm seriously
No, she's working on it. It's great, you know? I mean...
I recognize I have a problem. And I'm slowly trying to overcome said problem. I just prefer co-op games. And if I manage to win a game, I'm always like, yay! Did I really do that?
So dice rolls. Yeah. If she can play a game that doesn't involve dice or randomness, she's happiest.
Yeah, because I can't roll dice to save my damn life. I'm like up there with freaks rolling skills.
It's interesting. I mean, she doesn't roll ones because those can sometimes be re-rolled. She rolls a lot of twos and threes. You know, and that's the thing. I like co-op games too because when I play co-op games,
he can actually play with his wife.
I can play with my wife and the fangs don't come out because I will admit that I am
competitive as hell.
That wasn't what I was going to say, but that's not inaccurate.
No, when he plays, he likes to play seriously. Half the time when I'm trying to play a game because I know I'm not good at it or I know I'm not going to win, I'm going to turn into a giant joke and MST this thing.
And the thing is,
irritates him
sometimes. No, actually, it doesn't irritate me.
Sometimes.
No, actually, no, it irritates. It irritates Rick. It doesn't irritate me at all.
No, that's why when I play with the Losses, as much as I love them, I just tend not to talk.
Well, I still remember that game of Bang. God! He would not let that go for... He didn't let that go for like a month.
That's another game I don't play with them no more. Why would you start shooting me? Because you shot my ass first. But you're the sheriff.
Diaz Cobra Kai, no mercy. And unfortunately, I blame a lot of that on the person that we're talking about. He's one of my best friends.
Okay, Rick, if you ever end up seeing this, you know me.
Oh, Rick knows I love him, but Rick knows about himself too. He and I have had this conversation. We have a friend of ours, Rick. He was best man at our wedding. I
was about to say your wedding.
Yeah, my wedding.
Well, and I guess it's a good thing that I've been actually debating on having another one.
Yeah. He was the best man at our wedding. He is an exceedingly competitive player.
He's very good.
And he's very good at it. And he's really good at breaking things down. Part of it's because he doesn't have any internet. So he just runs numbers in his head over and over and over. He's really good at numbers. So, you know, I mean, this is the guy that, he was the national champion at Risk. The advanced, what is it, Risk 2021 or something like that. There was some advanced Risk where there's like space units and all that. He was a national champion of that from Parker Brothers. They had a huge convention tournament of it, and he just crushed the people he was playing with.
Especially that one guy who ended up cheating and he went fine.
Yeah. Rounds. Yeah, he just crushed him to death. When Rick plays Magic the Gathering, I don't even like playing with him anymore. No, that's my buddy Scott. Now, my buddy Scott, he loves playing board games. He doesn't get super competitive about it. He's really good at them, but he's not super competitive about it. Like, let's just play board games. He loves playing board games.
Him and Brett.
Yeah, him and Brett are both like that. Rick's kind of like, let's play board games. I want to crush you.
He teaches his wife how to play,
Yeah.
and he breaks it down for her, and she's really good too. So I'm like, I'm gonna sit over in the corner, and you three can like have at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of play my own little game over here.
So that's the thing. Because of Rick being so competitive, he and I got into Magic the Gathering when it first came out, and that was like our first real game playing. And we got into playing each other harder and harder, and kind of raised our stakes up against ourselves. And then we started playing against other people, and it was pretty bad there for a bit. The problem is that it just got to be really unfun, and we're playing with that. So we started changing games. And the problem is I found out as time went on, he was doing this every game we played. So it can be fun to play against him. You just recognize that 90% of the time or 95% of the time, unless he just has completely terrible bad luck,
he's gonna win.
He's gonna win. So your goal is to come close or to force it to get really, really close and score. And it's just who he is. It's not a big deal. It's not a bad thing about him. He's just hyper competitive. The problem is he brings out the competitive in me.
Yep.
And because of that, there's times when I just want to kind of play casually and fun that I have to kind of reel myself back in and get away from that mindset.
Honey, you're playing me, not Rick. Please put the claws away.
Yeah, I mean, we had a whole thing when we were playing competitive HeroClix. We were playing HeroClix and he wasn't showing up, and we were playing with the kids at the store and playing with friends and the owner and a couple of people. Everybody thought we were great. I mean, we were teaching people how to play the game and how to combo things up and how to put together really good armies and having a great time with it. And then our buddy Rick showed up, and the guy who ran the store, I was like, we played the first round and everything was cool, and then me and Rick got paired up against each other in the second round, and it suddenly became a completely different game. And the owner was like, holy crap, because you watched two of us go from, me playing casually fun, hi, I'm Fun Adrian, and I got with him, and it's like, boom, in the zone, no mistakes, don't talk to me, let me focus. And he was like, I've never seen you be like that. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, didn't mean to worry you there. And he's like, dude, I've never seen you get like that. And I'm like, well, yeah. And it's just one of those things that my buddy Rick brings out of me. It's like when we
just really, really like their game.
He makes you think, because he's always thinking ahead and always looking at the next move and the next alteration. And that's
why I will never play.
And it's one of the reasons
I played chess against the man once, didn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I've kind of like hesitated to try and get him into 40K, because, to be honest,
what do you think he would pick?
He'd be a meta chaser. That's the problem. And the problem is, but he wouldn't want to paint figures. No. So, he would never want to paint figures.
His wife do it.
The one time I showed her painted figures, she wasn't all that interested in either. They're too small for her.
Well, that also.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's one of those things that he would probably get into something like Warcry or Underworld and just try and demolish the game or something. So I'm actively, as much as I love him and love playing certain board games with him, I'm not introducing him to anything Games Workshop. But the problem is, because 40K is a competitive game, there are times when that draws it out of me. And it's not that I get mean about it, but I think Commodore said it best, because he was giving me crap about it, and I pointed out he was giving me crap. He's like, no. I do. I love everyone. Oh, you gotta have the kiddos. Get out. Get out.
What's going on with the kid there?
He's got to go have dinner and food and all that stuff. He'll check out the rest of the show in the morning. It's all good. But Commodore brought it up because he's like, no, it's not that you're a mean player, D. It's just that you always look for synergies. Every army I ever see you play, there's always multiple synergies running through how your units interact with each other and whatnot. And yeah, that's just out of force of habit after playing with Rick as much as I have, is that I'm always looking for synergies. I'm always looking for free ways to get bonuses and boosts, or automatic ways to get boosts, or the most inexpensive way or the most efficient way to get boosts on things. So
I think I offended her.
Why?
My response, it's like, I'm working with acrylic, this is the best I can get. And the response I got was, wow, okay. I just wanted to know she liked the colors.
Well, unfortunately, she's being super fussy, so I don't know what to tell you, sweetie.
Well, if she ends up backing out, then...
If she backs out, you'll finish it up the way you're going to finish it out, and then we'll do what we do with it. I'm not worried about it either way.
Right now, I am just trying to figure out what the next color I should do.
And, that's the thing. I think she needs to also understand that, you're working with acrylics.
That's what I was
if that's and that's the whole thing. I think the problem is doing it over text rather than talking about it is part of the problem.
Yeah. I'll probably see her. No,
Yeah.
She's up. No, I'll see her when I see her next. And I'll worry about it then. Until then. What? I'm painting.
And she could be actually just being, wow, she could like the color. It's hard to say. That's why I don't like texting when you want to talk about interaction with somebody on this.
Likely, if she really didn't like it, she would have said something. So she's not that type of person to just kind of go. So.
All right.
So, hi. I just need to sit back down for a minute.
Yeah.
My back is not.
Yeah, and I'm babbling. I'm running out of gas here.
Yeah, I can tell. It's almost 9, though. We got 15 more minutes. You can do this, baby.
Oh my God. We talked about that. We
could talk about the fact that we are looking at this time next year being in a new place.
Well, that's
okay.
That's.
He told you guys about the new microphone that he got, which we were like super happy about to get.
Yeah. This would be the part of the stream where I would just kind of continue babbling and start building stuff. But my eyes are starting to
Well, I'm actually here. Is there anything anybody's been wanting to say or ask me because I've not been around lately? No, I'm not dead.
It's a quiet stream tonight.
Oh, Heinrich was asking about Wormy.
Yeah.
So you called him Scott, so I thought you were talking about Scott Calhoun.
No.
Other Scott. We have a couple of friends named Scott.
Which is why everybody's got nicknames in our group, because there's a couple of names that are repeated multiple times.
Fuzzy Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Fuzzy Bob is called Fuzzy Bob because he's got this really cool, like wizard's beard thing going on.
And as opposed to Fast Bob. You've never met Fast Bob.
No. So, thank you for being on today. Madam, you and I need to talk because I need to find out how much getting senior portraits out of you would cost me. Because someone's a senior and needs some senior portraits. So.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
What's the matter? You just realized that your child is a senior?
No. That young just made everything in my head pop.
So, yeah. Hi. So, yeah, no,
I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of anything that is relatable to gaming that I could talk about.
I think I might just call it early tonight. I mean, we talked about all the news. We talked about what's going on.
Complained about my commission.
Yeah.
Maybe with my fussy person.
Don't want to talk about the real world right now because
the world doesn't exist right now.
Oh.
We are here.
No Boulder in November. If you are not playing Age of Sigmar, you should play Age of Sigmar.
I think I should do her hair like in white or something.
Okay.
Just because she looks like the leader.
She is the leader.
So, we just got braids. Except for at the same time, I don't want to. I was thinking about maybe using. Hi, I know words. I speak English.
A shade or a color?
Shades for them.
Okay.
Except for their armor.
You want to looking to use inks on them?
Some of the inks are a little too strong for them.
Okay.
I found with my bigger pictures, with the bigger ones.
I don't know. I think the blue on them looks really cool.
Yeah, well, that's why I was thinking about just doing contrast.
Yeah.
And then I thought about just doing her hair red.
Yeah. Not with that bright blue. Now, what I would think about doing on her blue with the scales,
Mm-hmm.
I would think about doing a green wash on top of that.
That's cool. Yeah, I can do that. And then use the green also underneath with a little bit of yellow.
Yeah.
You can do that. It's been a while since I've painted figures, folks, so I'm still kind of like,
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
Hey, if you can get these 5 guys done, that's 5 more for the year for you.
Whoa, that won't put me at. I can actually answer that question. I actually have it written down, so don't judge my fatness.
But
I apologize, I am a little chunky. It's been down there for a bit.
I can tell.
Let's see here. I have 49 done.
Cool.
Because I have it all listed of exactly how many I've done.
That's awesome. So if you get these 5 guys done, that'll get you over 50 for the year.
Yeah. And then my list of...
I'm going to probably end up doing a showcase at the end of the year or at the very beginning of the year to show off everything I've painted this year. Everything I've painted in 2020.
I feel like
I figure by then the table will be able to be cleared off. Because I'll need the whole table.
Well, I'm actually also tempted to start writing down also in here, not just my painting challenges, but the ideas, the many ideas, stop picking, that people keep giving me to draw.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
So I just have a question. If I were to, I don't know, paint some, what is that? Why is it in the back of my book? Interesting. And this is to those who are part of the, painting competition. It's not really a competition.
It's a challenge. It's a personal challenge.
If I were to paint, let's say a wooden nutcracker, like a space marine, would that count towards the challenge?
I'd allow it.
Are you the one who administered the challenge? I thought somebody else did.
No, it's Mythos, but Mythos also let Zane paint up a Titan and count that as 5 minis. 1 for each limb. Now, here's the other thing. You know what else you have to do for your challenge? You got to find you a female figure so you can paint up Zatanna.
We had found one, and then there was this thing called money. So I could not.
The problem is that you got only like 10 days left.
Yeah, I know. Then I thought about trying to do a Starfire.
Yeah. Look, it's Starfire.
Actually, I'd already started looking at that because Starfire does use a staff. And that's not too terribly off what her outfit actually looks like. Especially when it's the queen.
I could just get you a Griffhound. Get you a Griffhound and you just paint it in shades of green.
Look, it's Beast Boy. Beast Boy's not a member of the league, though. Neither is
Starfire, though, I'll allow it. And I am administering that challenge.
I thought I was the one administering the challenge.
Whatever. You'll allow it.
Problem is there are so many bloody members that it's hard to remember who's who.
Whatever. Everybody's a member. All right. I think we're going to call it. We're going to wrap it up here a couple minutes early.
All right.
I got to go to bed.
I'm tired too.
So, that being said, everybody press forward. Get your figures painted up. Get your Underworld team ready if you're part of this. And push yourself a little bit. Get something different. Play a new game. Play a new game. Paint a new figure. Do something you haven't done before. That's what No Bolter November is about. Really just doing something different. Using a month to cleanse the palate and try something new. Challenge yourself to do something different. Find something in the hobby that you enjoy that's not the same thing you do every other month. That being said, I'm Big D.
I'm Lady Dragon.
We are the Gamecraft Dragons. And we love you all so much. We thank you so much. Be so kind as to hit that upvote and tell us what you
like button. Leave a comment if you've got a suggestion of some content that you would like to see us do, something you'd like to see Dee paint, or, maybe if you have an idea of something you would like to see me try and draw for you guys. Hit us up. We do have some new merch coming up soon. Yay.
So we do have a link to our merch store in our comments below. We'll also have a link to both my Instagram and Lady D's Instagram, as well as the latest in our related merch as our COVID-19 Warhammer 40K masks.
Yes.
I
think I'm trying to talk her into calling them Battle Mace 5 million.
Yeah, she's not doing that, but I think she's calling them Battle Bros.
Or something like
Battle
that.
Bros masks. So if you're needing a mask, there'll be a link below to the Wandering Kender's shop.
Trust me, it's worth it. It's really nice.
They're really nice. I wear one myself every day.
Same here.
So that being said, epic your board.
Epic your life.
And epic your game.
Stay safe, everybody.
And wear your damn masks. And if you didn't vote, what's wrong with you? Vote.
They're probably not American.
You should still vote. If you can vote in your country, vote. It's important.
This is a true statement. All right, folks.
Take care.
Have a good night.